we are live. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Toe the Line with me, George Glinsky, joined today by Craig Rocky Morgan. Craig, how are we doing, man?
All good, George. Yourself?
Yeah, really good, man. Obviously, really close to fight night, 2 days out. I wonder, from your perspective, depends on the fighter, obviously, but bit of nerves, bit of apprehension, bit of excitement. How are you feeling with the date closing so quickly?
All them you listed. Bit of nerves, like I said, a bit of apprehension, very excited. With COVID and stuff, it's been a long time since we fought. I fought the lockdown show, the first one, November. It's a long time. The months have rattled on really quick, and all of a sudden, I need nearly a year. But I'm eager to get back in there, mate.
Definitely. So mentally, you're feeling great. How are you feeling physically? Obviously, everyone, it's a cliche. They say it's their best camp ever. Best shape you've ever been in your life?
Yeah, by a long way. Like I was telling you, I was telling you now. Well, this watch here, when you set the cardio mode for my other fights, I've been focused on weight loss and burning calories. Put some cardio, and it tells you lies. You don't read your heart rate properly. So I spend a lot of my other camps running, lots and lots of running miles on the road to get the weight down. Well, my missus bought me a heart strap and then polar heart straps, age 10 or something that's called. Anyway, that reads it right, because obviously it's on your heart. And that showed me then, when I did a circuit, I could burn in the same amount of time running and S&C or pads. Obviously, as long as you're putting the intensity in, you burn the same amount of calories. So this camp, I've not used running to burn calories. I've used everything. I made sure I burnt them calories. I've been doing over 1,000 calories a day, purposely training twice some days, running as well as S&C. I feel so much stronger. My movement feels better. But I think movement's better because I've been more explosive in the stuff I've been doing. But like I said, you can say it's a cliche, and everyone's always going to come on you and say to you, George, my training's gone to pot. I feel like shit. But the proof will be in the pudding now Saturday, hopefully.
Definitely. So strength and conditioning, I assume you do a fair bit of that already, but the difference really just reducing the miles, or are you still running this camp?
No, I'm still running, George. What happened? When I fought Scott, 2 days after, I had injury in my foot. Probably seen on Facebook, I was probably like depressed about it and beat myself up. Well, 6 months I was there for 6 months. I had plantar fasciitis, but it got worse and worse. I tried to run it through it and it was bad. Yeah. Well, ever since then, it got better. Everything got better 6 months after November. So about me, I'm still running, but mate, honestly, God, I get to bed, right? And like above your heels and like below your Achilles, they hurt. Well, because I was up my running for the weight loss, as well as doing the exercise, running in the morning. I've been training twice there for a while now. I started running my treadmill. I got a treadmill in the garage. Oh, mate, I can dance out of bed now, because like I've been doing more running because I physically can, because it's not hurting my feet, my heels and stuff. So I put more miles in on the running machine, but I've been burning the same amount of calories. The weight's come down lovely. I'm feeling strong from the S&C, sharp from my pads, ready to go, mate.
No, you do look fantastic. I'm not just saying that because you're here now. I've been saying it for a while, but you also look like you're genuinely enjoying your training. I saw a video the other day of your Mrs. Hannah looking to punch you in the face in a bit of a light spar with you defending yourself. But what has changed then, apart from obviously all of that? You just seem to really be enjoying training at the moment.
Like I said, man, it was honestly, truth be told, I was getting a bit bored of the miles I was putting on the road. Yeah. But now I've changed my training. I've been like I've had more of a routine to it. I've had like I said, running certain days, S&C twice a week, pads 3 times a week. So it's like it just been more routine to it, breaking up, not so boring. And with that, and it's like anything, you do anything so many times a week, so often you're gonna get bored. I was getting bored when I mean, and it was a drain trying to make weight, but the weight has flown down this time, and somehow I'm punching harder. Well, so my trainer said I'm punching harder like the weight.
That's a very scary thought. Scary thought.
I still have this God's honest truth. I still have a scales, right? And for a while, and I went down on a pads with Shane. And he said, go and weigh yourself, mate. He said, you're punching stupidly hard. He said, you must go 70 kilos. I went away, I was 72. That was like before I started dieting. So I was hitting hard, light. I was like shocked myself how light I was, because I was digging a bit. Yesterday, I was I woke up yesterday 6 a.m. break, and yesterday I think was the hardest I punched them pads in yesterday.
So as you're coming down the weight, which you physically would lose a bit of strength from the muscle loss or water weight loss, you are hitting harder.
I think so. I do honestly think so. Yeah.
Wow, that must be.
He said he's holding the pads, and he said to me, yes, he's hard with these pads. Sorry. But I think that's a bit of spite there, because the fight is approaching.
Yeah,
naturally, nasty,
bit of spite, increase in speed as well. But yeah, no, that's incredible. So British flyweight title on the line. Finally, we've got the British title. It's been in the mix for quite some time. Was supposed to be John Hick. Obviously, we've had the pullout. Now it's Lewis Gallant. How frustrating was that? Because that really looked to be one of the top fights in terms of pound for pound mix. It looked to be a really crucial platform fight for you.
I'm not frustrated really. I don't know why John pulled out. He obviously got his reasons, because he's a good boxer. He's a very good fighter. Yeah. And it would have been, everyone's been a 50-50 fight, and it would have been. I never slate ever fighters. If they're good, I'll say they're good. He pulled out for whatever reason he's got. I don't know. Maybe it'll happen at a later date, I'm not sure. But I'm just happy that Lewis has stepped in, because I was training so hard for this. I couldn't have not had the fight.
Definitely.
And I believe I deserve a shot at the British title. I've beaten Scott. Scott won a British. I beat Jegistan pretty convincingly. So I believe, regardless of who I'm fighting, I was meant to fight John, who was very good. Like I said, 50-50. If John couldn't make it, I'm still there for the British. So I'm happy Lewis has stepped in, and I'm still glad he's still on the line.
Yeah, definitely. And as I say, you've got a good opponent, a decent opponent. Six bare knuckle fights for BKB, fought the likes of Chris Lytle, Liam James. What, apart from that, do you know about Lewis Gallant? What are you expecting come fight night?
I seen a little bit of him on YouTube, but he's not fighting me, and I haven't fought them other boys. So styles make fights. So I never. Like this pullout, some people get a bit hung up on the fact that there's a pullout and stuff and there's a change of opponent. I don't. Reason being, I don't train for anybody. I train to be the best version of myself on that night. So it doesn't matter who I'm fighting on that night. I just make sure I'm in the best physical shape I can be in. And then what will happen? I've had close to 100 fights myself, George. I've seen most styles, so I'll get and adapt and do what I got to do. I'll just do me.
Definitely. What do you see the styles matching up like? How do you see this fight going?
Depends. If you want to stand and punch with me, then I don't think you will. What I've seen, he tries to hold a lot. So I won't be. I will try not to be there if you hold me, make it messy. I don't want a messy fight. I want to stand and punch, or I'll box him. But I don't want it to be. It's a British title fight. I don't want to be messy. I don't want to be holding on to me and me holding on to him and pushing apart. I don't want to be a scuffy. I want to be a good fight. I want to be entertaining for the fans.
Definitely. And obviously being the British champion, providing you come through this with flying colours, opens up the door for a world title shot. Obviously that is held by Dan Chapman, fellow countryman. Does a fight like that interest you in the future? Obviously you can't look past Gallant, but that will logically be the next step.
Exactly. Well, I'm open to anything really, George, but like you said, I can't look past Lewis. Any other fight is tomorrow's problem. Lewis is what I got to deal with today. And once I dealt with that, I deal with that, then hopefully in the next interview we can discuss future opponents. But until I've got that belt over my shoulder on Saturday night, there is no Dan Chapman fight for me. There's no Jonick fight for me. There's no any fight for me if I don't come to this one. So this is my sole concentration is on this fight for the minute.
Definitely. I mean, I don't want to play a sad song or anything, but it's not been an easy life, very adverse. How much does a win and winning, more importantly, a British title mean to you, considering everything?
Honestly, God, it means the world. I come into this game with the intentions of win the British title. That was my dream. That was my aim. That was my aim. And on Saturday, there's a chance I can recognise. It's a dream. I don't want to sound like a cliche or a cheese ball, but it was my dream. and this will be me achieving a dream. I put on Facebook before about is my like achieving a dream, and it is. That's what it is. It is literally that. It's achieving a dream. If I do this, I beat this boy on Saturday, I would have achieved a dream.
Exactly, definitely, and obviously not just fighting. The exciting news you've started promoting, which is really exciting. Welsh Combat Series with Sean Serry, who people will know from the Gloves Are Off, the Bennicle boxing promotion you actually came from. So obviously a good relationship there. Talk to us a bit about that. We've got a few of the lads from BKB on there: Tony Lafferty, Eric Olsen, Jamie Oldfield. Exciting card.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's a good one. Well, what is it with Sean? Like I say, I fought in his TGO shows, and we became friendly. We were very good friends through me fighting on air. We've kept in touch since. He's come to watch me fight up in O2 when I fought Scott, and I know he does quality shows, brilliant. And I would like I want to bring him to Wales, and if somebody was interested in, so why not? And with like down here, there's been a lot of unlicensed boxing, white collar boxing, but we're bringing hybrid boxing with false gloves, and it's a bit of brutality, you know. We don't like that. So it's a big gap in the market down here for it.
Definitely. Is it something you're looking, when you started boxing, did you always think about promoting in the future?
No, I never did. No, because I started boxing years ago. I started BKB in met Sean, then I came with yourselves, and then the other day me and Sean, the other month me and Sean was chatting about it, and I said, I'd love something like that down here, and that's where it came about.
Crazy. So when is the date, and how can people get tickets?
October 2nd, in contact any of the fighters. It's like table event. Contact any of the fighters and get tickets for them, because the fighters get paid a purse, they get paid commission on tickets. So I wouldn't want to sell any tickets. I don't want to go through fights so they can earn themselves.
Yeah.
So you put on your body online, you've got to get paid for it.
And where's the location? I've completely forgotten. It's in Wales. I know it's in Wales.
It's in Neath, Court Herbert Sports Centre.
That's the one. Yeah.
That's a mouthful. I bet you can't pronounce that.
No. You sent me the address. Now I have no clue. So I'll be there.
You hadn't forgot. You just couldn't say.
It's probably up there somewhere, but yeah. I'm going to be useless in Wales. People are going to tell me where things are, and I'm going to have no clue. So I'm looking forward to moving. So
I'll translate for you when you're down here, George.
Perfect. Maybe you could be my translator and stop me from getting bullied by Welsh people. That'd be brilliant.
The amount I mumble mine, George, my wife has to translate for me with other Welsh people. Worse me.
Wait, people struggle to understand you in Wales?
Yeah, I speak too fast, I remember.
I've not, to be honest with you, you've said this to me before, I've not noticed. I think Tony Lafferty is more difficult to understand for me. The thick Scottish accent.
He even writes in a Scottish accent. Send me a WhatsApp, but I can't understand it, because and every time he writes, I read it in his voice. You do that as well.
It's the most confusing thing. There's all sorts of Scottish dialect in there. If anyone's ever spoken to, Tony, they'll know the pains we're talking about. But yeah, finally, then, before we wrap this all up and I let you get prepared, I assume, to go down to London tomorrow. Are you going down tomorrow?
Yeah, tomorrow, George. I've been prepared for ages. This has been the longest week of my life. I'm busting to get in that ring. Honest to God, like a lot of people, I think the last week, maybe nerves keep getting a little bit like sheepish. I've been so eager to get in that ring. Honest to God, I'm running it.
Yeah, definitely. So finally, before we allow you to go, sponsors and thanks. Who have you got to thank? I understand there'll be a few.
Yeah, well, I first want to thank my trainer Shane Lynch and my wife Hannah, especially Hannah, because she lives with me and I've been nothing but a pain in the ass the last few months, truth be told. So I'm glad she hasn't killed me. She was trying to punch me the other day in the footage. You can tell she was venting her frustration. Yeah, I'd like to thank Shane Lynch, my trainer, my wife Hannah Morgan, my sponsors. I will read these here off a t-shirt, like, so I can't remember them.
That's good.
Ash Jones, from K Jones Roofing. Rich O'Donnell from Rich O'Donnell R Fitness. Ryan Waters from RG Waters Heating and Plumbing. Rob Norris from RN Events. Hamron Building Supplies. I can't say I can't pronounce his name. Lad, I can't pronounce that name. But you know, I'm on. Thank you anyway. Oscar and Gaynor, Paul and Gaynor from CME Construction Limited, and finally Hayden Davis from Lolo Rosaris.
Brilliant. So yeah, thank you to those guys. Obviously, we'll have a link in the description to all of the businesses. But Craig, thank you so much for speaking to me and giving you time. And I'll see you tomorrow then.
You will, George. Thank you very much. Nice to see you on the weekend.
See you then.